sale, 1971 Pontiac Trans Am. I'm going to walk around and tell you about the car, fire it up, and then drive it. If you do enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you. Where to start on this car? 71 Trans Am. They only made 2,116 of them. Of that, 885 of them were 4-speeds. This is one. Nut and bolt rotisserie restoration. Finished in correct Lucerne blue with blue interior. 455 high output, M22 rock crusher 4-speed, power steering, power front disc brakes, power windows, 8-track, and AC. And as always, go around and tell you everything I do know about it. Point out anything I do see, and there will not be much. Fire it up, and then a nice ginger drive around the block. Nothing too crazy. It's a trailer queen, of course. Nut and bolt rotisserie restoration. The underside of the car, you could eat off of it. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, you know, family of 5 on Thanksgiving. I mean, beautiful. Without a doubt, the nicest car that I have owned. Gorgeous. How do I want to word it? The owner who restored it is the only owner since then. I have a book of pretty much everything for the car, receipts, and I organize it, so I've read everything for the car. With the build sheet as well, verifying, 455 high output, which was the only engine available, of course, with the 4-speed trans, again, one of 885. The quality of the restoration, outstanding. I actually, ironically, know the gentleman who did the frame-off, rotisserie on it, and the shop, I should say, and I know his work, and he's outstanding as well. I don't know really where to start on it, but I'm just going to walk around it. Okay. Show you the car and the quality of it. And tell you what I do know about it. And anything that I do see, I'll point out. But there's like I said, nary a thing. The restoration was started in 2010. By the body shop receipts, it was finished around 13, and it's just been trailer queen since then. And I'd like to note, a lot of trailer queens, that's all they do. They're just meant for going on and off of the trailer. This is one that if you did decide to drive it, you can drive it, and it does so very well. I remember there was a gentleman in Texas who has bought a car from me before. He has an outstanding collection of cars, and he says he bought a car from Meekum one time. You couldn't even drive it off the block or whatever it is. It just wasn't ready. It looked nice, but it wasn't, ready to go. This you could drive if you'd like. Of course, correct colors. I was told that ironically from the shop and the gentleman, that anything metal-wise that was replaced was NOS sheet metal, which of course is the best stuff you could replace it with. The engine, the trans, I mean, you'll see the pictures, all been rebuilt. I have receipts for it. Even the 8-track has been rebuilt, ironically. Good, the sun's coming out. You'll see what I'm talking about here on the paint. Even the fitment of the spoiler, the condition down there, that's how you can tell that it's like, just on and off a trailer for shows. The only couple blemishes that I know on the front, of course, it's plastic. There's just a couple, there's one little hairline and one there. When you get up on it, you see it. But from 1.5 feet away, it vanishes. Of course, it's going to happen. Of course, it's just a thing. Your fitment here, all the way, I should say the fitment all the way around the car is perfect. The finish, door jambs, everything, door corners, perfect. So let me go ahead. I want to lay my phone down. We'll pop the hood open. By the looks of it, it's probably going to be one of my longer videos, but for a well-done car. 455 HO number matching. It has been rebuilt. I was told that when it was rebuilt, they put a little more power in it just because. Of course, I have the receipts for it. Like I said, AC, your power steering, your power brakes with front disc, and nice tags, cleanliness. Look at the finish in there. A little bit of dust, it happens, but the finish in there, firewall finish, cleanliness. Even your over here area, even some dust. It just happens from sitting here. I swear, I took a picture of that. That'll be on the ad, and you can see in there what I'm talking about. And like the control arms, your exhaust manifolds. It's got concourse Gartner exhaust on it. Gartner exhaust, excuse me. It also has a correct carburetor that would have been on the car to begin with, so they didn't go with some monkey-ish carburetor. Just throw something on. They spent a lot of money on it and rebuilding it, which I have the receipt for. Yeah, the underhood, beautiful. I tell you, it was a nut and bolt. I mean, you could see it. You could see it on everything on the car, especially underneath the car. That really, that underneath. Oh my gosh. Smooth running, fires right up. It's actually very impressive. You would think a trailer queen, like I said, doesn't want to drive and whatnot. Does so very well. But anyway, we're gonna move down the side of the car here. Look at even the fitment there is exactly how it should be. You can see in there too what I'm talking about. The shine on the metal and the inner fender walls. Your fitment, fenders to the doors, exactly how it should be. Look at that. I'm a Corvette guy. I've mentioned it before, and I always have been, as my dad has always been. And when you think of Corvettes, one of the most desirable Corvettes that comes to mind is a split window. They made 10,000 of them, which is a pretty interesting thing to think about. 71, they only made 2116 of these. It's pretty interesting when you think about it. All the glass has been, of course, replaced. There's your VIN. Trim around the window is the way it should be. Correct stripe on top of the car. Your back deck is unmolested. There's no speakers cut in there, so it's like a factory style restoration. The gentleman that I bought it from, he put it as if he had a guy come out and he put stickers on everything, it'd be a concourse. That's how he was originally intending to do it. One other thing I wanted to show you is even in there, if you can see it, the finish is just like the paint on the outside of the car. Of course, like I said, with blue interior, power windows, 4-speed, 8-track. Man, oh man, of course, door panels new. All the seats new. I have receipts for it. Carpets new. We got the correct floor mats all the way around new. Seat belts, weather stripping. I don't want to just keep repeating myself. Steering wheel. Of course, that's what a nut and bolt restoration is. And I don't want to sound like I'm a BSer, but like, man, is this car cool. Now, I do notice that the odometer shows 54,706. I'm not sure, mileage-wise. Could that be original? Very well could. I just think the 8-track in this car is the coolest thing. 8-track was always a more difficult, harder to come by option. A lot of times on other cars, not Trans Am specific, there'd be an 8-track, but it's a different box that you would, stick underneath. Seat backs, console, rear door panels, rear seat in general, headliner. Even the visors, of course. Cool. I have the key. Or did I put the key on my desk? Oh no, I got the key in my pocket. And that fitment's nice. It's a nice, tight, solid feeling. Of course, no sagging. That we're not even going to talk about that. It doesn't. I did notice that the wheels all have codes outside the stem there. I'm not a wheel decoder expert, man, but they all have codes, even the one in the trunk. I might as well flash the underneath for people who aren't going to check it out. That fitment there, exactly the way you want it to be. Again, trunk lid fitment, same deal there. I mean, the only chrome on the back is the rear bumper, you know, new. It's got the tag on the rear as well. I think you can see it. Or yeah, you can kind of see it right there sticking down. The drive shaft is striped. Just another cool thing. Spare tire. The gentleman who restored the car, he even went on search for what he told me was a specific 71 jack. This is it. You get a nice expensive car cover as well. You know, I would keep it, but I have probably 40 car covers. I don't need another one. Correct trunk mat here. Spatter paint on the trunk, or quarter there. I got a lot of stuff in here. Of course, if you want to see the trunk pan, I will pull everything out and send you pictures or whatever. I'll probably have one on my website when I get a chance to update it. But of course, with Sticks 8-track, of course with eBay, I have limited pictures to post. But anyway, you got this for the door. You got pictures of the car back in the day. I don't want to all mess it up, but here we go. This is how the gentleman bought it. Isn't it cool how the story is of the car? Sometimes you get them like this and all of a sudden they turn into something like what I'm showing you now. It's always so impressive. I gotta get that one later. Like I said, I did organize the book. I put it all in order of, in my opinion, most important to, you know, slightly just generic stuff. Build sheet, obviously important. 455 4-barrel, M22 4-speed trans. I'll probably have a close-up picture of this on the eBay ad as well, so you can read that if you'd like. A little bit of a second build sheet there. Oh, my back. Pontiac Oakland Club International. He had a schedule of the restoration, you know, maybe what he planned on doing, stuff like that. Production numbers for the Trans Am. This is PHS stock related. And custom auto machine. This is for building the engine. So it's a 455 HO with stroker. Roller stock build. Forged stroker. Forged billet flywheel. Roller rockers. Okay, so I understand what was done now. Here's a second bill for it. It's actually a pretty fair price if you ask me. Ram air restoration. This was, I don't even know. I know this is carburetor. Gartner exhaust, transmission for it that was rebuilt, of course. Bucket seat covers, master cylinder. Here's the body shop. Not sure what's going on with my phone, but it keeps stopping. But anyway, as I was saying, all for the body shop that did the rotisserie restoration on the car. Tire-wise, 8-track, which I just think is cool. Then I organized with just from this section to this section here, NOS parts for the car, including the clutch pedal, brake pedal, gas pedal. I just think that's kind of cool. And then from here on was just organized by companies. And as you see here, front and back pages, there's a lot. Yeah. Anyway, we'll carry it on. I know I mentioned the sticks thing, but if you want to just put it in there to complete the look, you very well could. Whew, little speck of dust on the paint. Zoom back in here as we were. I'm going to refocus my camera now. There we go. The only couple blemishes that I've been able to find, probably just, you know, something that happens with time, and you see it at the side. You don't see it straight on. And now I'm just being super picky. You know, I've been saying the paint's outstanding, and it is, but just, I can't even see where it is. There, right there. Just these couple there, and then I'm looking for them. Hold on, I'm sorry for the camera angle. You see just a few more there. I just, you know, I feel like that happens in time, you know, no matter what it is. I would rather, of course, show it than not show it. Absolutely, no questions asked there. Let's open up the door and keep carry on, though. Will be up for sale later today on my website, nextgenclassiccars.com and eBay. Both links will be in the description of this video. If you want to check it out, let us know. By the way, here's the seatbelts. They're just tucked down there on both sides. 71 Trans Am 455 4-speed, one of 885. And then finished in Lucerne blue with blue interior. Nut and bolt rotisserie restoration. See, nice solid fitment. All steel. You get the idea here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I think you should see. I am happy the sun is coming out now. Little bolt back there and that other one. Oh, and I didn't even mention it. Straight. Well, thank you for watching, and we are going to fire it up now and then drive it. hear the transmission with the rock crusher. That whine.
I'm almost afraid to drive this for some reason.
Because it's so nice.
Perfect, yeah.
I know. That's why I said I even said in the video, a nice ginger lap around the block. Stopped. For some reason it stopped again, but we're continuing now. I don't know why this is happening. Maybe I got too many pictures on my phone. Oh, remember we were talking about the motor? Yeah, on this car. It's roller. That's what they did. I was reading the receipt during the video, actually. Roller this, roller that. I think it said stroker too. A 455 stroker. I believe that's what it said. I'll refresh my memory when I write it all tonight. I know you mentioned you're afraid. I've never been more careful with a car in my life.